Hey everybody, Aiden here from Aiden's Aquatics, and today what I'm going to be doing is breaking down my aquarium and taking out this huge zoanthid rock you see on the left. So as you can see, I've already taken out a very large rock that was in the center of the aquarium, and I put it into my nano reef to the left. You can see it in there now with all the corals that were originally in the reef tank. So now I'm just making all the corals close up and pulling them out of the tank so that I can put them into the smaller nano reef. So now that most of the zoanthids and corals are closed up, what I'm going to do is take out this zoa rock. It weighs about 15 pounds since it's so waterlogged, and it was really hard to get a good grip on it since the rock was so sharp. And I can tell you that it was a very stressful event taking it out of the water and putting it on the floor. So what I'm going to do here is something that I would not advise anybody do. I was wearing a mask and protective glasses while I did this, but I was trying to get off all of the zoanthids that were brown. They were a lot like Aptasia almost. They were just this ugly brown, and they had just totally engulfed the whole rock. So I'm finding out ways to try and break off the front of the rock that contained all of these unsavory zoanthids. And I would not recommend doing this with bare feet, which I was doing, and definitely am lucky that I didn't get any palytoxin poisoning. So what you can see is I'm just going to be breaking off this zoanthid, this whole rock, all those zoanthids on the front of this rock. There is probably, you can't see it very well, but there's probably over 50 or 60 of these zoanthids on the front of the rock here. And now what I'm doing is just bringing off and taking off, breaking off all of the little zoanthids that I couldn't get with the hammer. And the reason why I would not recommend this is because zoanthids and polythoas contain palytoxin, which is a very potent toxin. It can make you go blind, it can make you have numbness and all of these different things. So I would not recommend doing any of this unless you had the proper safety gear on, and this is not a how-to. So what I'm going to be doing now is putting water, salt water, into this bucket, and then I'm going to put that whole zoa rock into the bucket with iodine. Iodine is really good for coral health when you frag them or cut them. It helps them heal up and it disinfects their wounds. So now that the corals have been soaking for a while, I'm taking them out of the dip. Iodine, people refer to it as dip usually, like coral dip. And now I'm putting it back into the aquarium where it can start to open up and do better. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show you guys what the tank looks like in the end of this process, so make sure to stick around. And now I'm just rearranging all of the corals and putting them back where I would like them to be. So my Reefscape is not completely done yet. I'm still tweaking it and figuring out what I want the tank to look like. It's looking really good right now, as you'll see in the end of this video, but I still want to do some new finishing touches to it. So what I'm doing here is I just cleaned the aquarium and the filter. You can see here, these are all of those zoanthids that I was able to take off of the back glass. So here in this video, if you look at the left side of the screen, you'll be seeing me take off all of the zoanthids off the back glass there. They were really encrusted and they were just starting to take over the aquarium. If you guys want to like and subscribe to this video, I'd really appreciate it. The giveaway is still active for the gold hammer Euphilia. And if you guys subscribe, you will be entered into the giveaway. The giveaway will be announced when I hit 250 subscribers. So this is what the aquarium looks like now. You can see the zoorock is looking a lot better. I took off that main rock in the center of the tank and put a frag rack there instead. There's a lot better circulation and flow in this aquarium now. I'm really happy with how it's looking. I'm definitely not done with it. I'm going to do a new aquascape pretty soon. I'm just still deciding what corals are going to go where. So if this video was helpful or entertaining, I really appreciate if you guys could like and subscribe, and have a good one.